Well, an ISAF spokesman admitting that it was, quote, highly likely the Pakistani deaths were caused by NATO. He referred to what was, in their terminology, a close air support mission that was happening to assist NATO troops and Afghan forces on the ground on the Afghan side of the border, hunting down insurgents in an operation. Now, they won't say specifically whether or not the target they hit was inside Pakistan, only saying it happened along the border. They won't discuss numbers of casualties or actually say whether or not these were entirely Pakistani soldiers, but a definite change in tone from NATO during the day, moving to reconcile with the Pakistanis by initially accepting the possibility that they were at fault in this. Let's hear what they had to say.
In the early night hours of this morning, a force consistent of Afghan forces and coalition forces in the eastern border areas where the Durand line is not always 100% clear, got involved in a firefight. Air Force was called into this activity, and we have to look into the situation, what actually happened on the ground. General Allen expressed his deepest condolences to the families and loved ones of those Pakistani soldiers who lost their lives or got wounded in the incident. And as a soldier, he expresses his very great understanding and deep feeling with those comrades and leaders of those soldiers.
Now, of course, the key caveat in all that is an investigation will establish the precise details. Bear in mind this is an enormously rugged and complicated geography of an area where many American troops have spent time with and never really sure where Afghanistan ends and Pakistan begins. The border so poorly demarcated, they're often very upset and concerned by insurgents attacking them and then rushing back into Pakistan, they say, for sanctuary. Obviously, Pakistanis increasingly upset too that they consider insurgents on the Afghan side of the border occasionally cross over to attack them. So a massively volatile area, very violent on the Afghan side in Kunar, and which today, of course, this incident yet to really establish exactly what happened, but clearly ended in enormous loss of life on the Pakistani side, and NATO moving to try and reconcile a relationship that was already very badly damaged before this incident occurred. Nick Payton Walsh, CNN, Kabul.